Hi everyone and welcome to Module 7 where we're going to be looking at the court cards. The 16 aspects of ourselves and the people around us, and can be complex because we're meeting 16 different personalities. Imagine having 16 people in a room and everyone communicating in all their glory in all different ways. Behavioural flexibility is what we learn when we really understand all of the court cards and understanding how to adapt to different personality types. Some of these court cards can be triggering. You might think, oh, that type of personality annoys me, or you could really get on with a particular one. It's understanding that everybody is a reflection back, and so what we're working on is always a mirror back to us of that particular sign. So the court cards represent archetypes, people, situations, and are a reflection back to us of who we need to be at any given moment or situation. Jungian psychology teaches this philosophy on projection and understanding that all people and situations are our own individual experiences being projected back to us. Literally, you are each one of the court cards, not just your own individual astrological connection. The court cards, as varying stages of life, can be presented as occupations, timelines, and indicate varying stages of personal development in life and during relationships. For example, if a person in a senior position pulled a card asking about career and they pulled a page, it might be that that person was looking at going back to study and learning something new that they maybe will incorporate into their business or take on and explore in new ways. It could be the Knight of Cups, who turns up as, a really romantic person in your life, and then they develop and can become one of the knights or queens or kings, So they can go from a knight and then develop into either of the others. They could start at a king and drop back to a knight. So it all depends on the personality. So when we're putting these all together, we understand the deep relationship that we have with all of the court cards. The court cards as people, the knights, queens, kings, represent the 12 astrology signs, and this is where we do assign a person to a court card. So I'm Libra, so I'm the King of Swords. Remember, this is only the sun sign that we're looking at. I recommend having a full chart done so that you can explore fully all your other astrological aspects. It's fascinating, really fascinating. So I've got a sun and moon in Libra, so they're both the King of Swords, and my Mercury is in Scorpio, so that represents Scorpio energy as the Queen of Cups. So I can vary between, air and water depending on who I am at any given time and what I'm feeling into or what I'm speaking about. So the pages represent the four elements combined. So it'll be the Page of Cups holds all of the cup energy. So it holds the page holds the Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. It just embodies all of those elements. Each of the 16 court cards represent a person, a situation, and you. And they can present both masculine and feminine. Just because it's a queen doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a woman. It will have feminine energy, but it could be a man coming into that sign. It really does change. And the more that we understand the cards, the more we, way back when, it would have been that the cards were only men were kings, queens, but no, we're a lot more flexible than that now. So the court cards and their energetic stability, so the pages, again, are really movable, and they can move all throughout fire, earth, air and water. The knights are mutable, and mutable means changeable. So they're always on the go. The queens are more fixed, they're more stabilising, and the kings are called cardinal, which are the initiators. So the court cards and seasonal changes, this is how complex they get, so that they can be used in all these different ways. The kings start the seasons. The queens are the full embodiment of a season, and the knights complete each season, and their mutable energy helps transition into the next season as well. There's a list here of the court cards and their astrology beside them, so have a look at those and get to know, put a friend's face on top of each one, or it could be a movie, a personality in a movie that you can see resonates with one of these cards. But the more you can apply a person or a situation or an energy to this, the broader you'll get to know the card, and the more awareness you'll have around them. So you really are about to meet 16 people, and yeah, you'll start to see kings and queens and pages pop up in your day, and it's just this little knowing nod that, right, I understand that connection now, and what may have triggered you in the past, you can sort of see as something that, I see why that plays out, because there's a lot of fire going on there, or there's a lot of air, or whatever it might be. It's like doing the Myers-Briggs test. We've all got the different personality types, and that's what happens in all of these cards. So grab out your court cards and lay them out in the same way that the image is in your notes, because you'll all have different decks. And yes, let's go through them in the next videos. Enjoy.